I don't know if you can see, but there's some huge fish down there. I don't know if those are carp or what. What are they? Or what? There's a bunch of them here. Way down there, there's an orange one. There's a white one. A couple more grayish ones. But they're pretty cool, huh? Look at all those. Really cool. So here, I'm gonna get off road here a bit and get away from the noise. Come down here and talk a little bit. Nice garden, huh? It's pretty cool. Doing some gardening in January. Some radish and daikon radish and onions, scallions, some other stuff. So, how does little ducky there? See the little ducky? Cute. Yeah, so I don't know. My first impressions of Japan. This isn't the first time that I've been here, but it's the first time I've been back in Asia since 2011. So, um, yeah, I've been here before. Japan, just usually short trips while I was in Korea, and yeah, usually short trips for visa runs and stuff like that. Um, Japan is like, guy on a scooter is it's very like, I was living in San Francisco for 6 years or something since 2013, and now I'm back in Asia. And first impressions, what do you think? It's way more chill. People are way more relaxed, easygoing. It's more orderly. Like San Francisco, it's just a lot more chaos. There's a lot more homelessness. In San Francisco, there's all kinds of homelessness. You know, there's human shit on the streets. And here, I've been like trucking all around the city with this my bike. I got this awesome bike. Isn't it cool? The other day, pretty cheap. And I've been going all over the city. Like, this where I live is kind of far from. I'm more on the outskirts of the city, kind of. And I've been just like going. There's hardly any homeless people there. I've seen like, I saw a couple. I saw like two, that I remember seeing two after, a few days of riding my bike all over the city. And San Francisco, they're all over the place. And I'm happy not to be there anymore, to be honest with you. Yeah, someone said the other day it's peaceful. I think that the person who said that was actually from China too, from Shanghai, if I remember correctly. If he was the one that said it, anyways. And yeah, I think so. I think it's definitely more peaceful society. Very orderly, and what, isn't that cool? Look at the fish. He's like he's like flipping sideways, doing some pretty cool thing. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but yeah, he's like flips on his side. That's cool. And respectful. I don't know. Everything's like, and things are pretty cheap. Like, I just made another video about it. Like, I don't know. I'm not spending much money to live here. Like, so yeah, I don't know. What do I gotta say? What else I gotta say? It's nice. Like, it's new for me. I mean, like I said, I've been here before, but it's yeah. I don't know. I don't have any any complaints. The roads are a little crazy. The roads are there's a lot of roads. Like, if you look at Google Maps right now of Fukuoka City and just like zoom in on parts of the city, you're just gonna see like this mass of like there's some main streets and whatnot, but then there's like all these like the neighborhoods, little streets just zigzagging and zigzagging, and they're not like, oh wow, what's going on? Fish made a big splashing sound or something. And there's just like they're not it's not like a grid layout. It's not like blocks, like square blocks. Some places it's like totally just not. You can see for yourself if you just check the Google Maps out. Pretty bike friendly place. Like I definitely like usually different kinds of streets, usually sidewalks, and it's okay to ride on a sidewalk here with a bike. Traffic's going one way, which is kind of weird at first. I had a few sketchy close calls on my bike at first just because I wasn't used to that. Cars driving on the right side of the road or the opposite side of the road, left side, I guess. So, yeah, that was weird. But everybody's really helpful too. Like people went. This one woman the other night, I got totally lost on my bike and couldn't just figure out how to get home from where I was at, and ask her. She just like totally walked with me for like I don't know a little ways just to show me the right direction where to go, or just we're kind of zigzagging through some places to get there, and then yeah, she helped me out. Like a few people have done stuff kind of like that, so people have been really helpful and whatnot. So um, that's great. And yeah, I don't know. I just San Francisco. That's behind me. I'm not. It's not a place I'm going to go back to. I'm not planning on going back to, anyways. And I'm pretty content to be here right now. And Fukuoka's cool. You can see some mountains over there. It's yeah, it's like we're kind of like in a little valley or plains and oceans out that way, and get mountains over here, and then over on that side there's mountains too. And I haven't really explored much, but yeah, I've been seeing a bit, and it's pretty nice. And the weather, it's not as warm as San Francisco is right now. It's probably like 10 degrees colder or so, maybe even a little colder than that. There's no snow, and it's not like freezing. Um, so that's nice. And, Asian culture compared to American culture is a big difference. The US culture is more about the individual, and then like Asian culture is a little bit more about the group, like kind of like getting along, and less egotistical. So it's kind of nice. And that's all I gotta say. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of. That's broccoli. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Some broccoli growing here. I've actually seen some similar plants growing here in Fukuoka, as compared to some of the stuff that grows in San Francisco, like rosemary. I've seen some rosemary, and it's a kind of flower. It's like called trumpet flower. It's like Latin name starts with a B or something. But I've seen it growing around here actually. And there's some different kind of veggies. Some more broccoli. I don't know what that is. Kind of curious what that is. Some sort of salad green or something. I've seen it before. It looks good, and like the food is, it's not that expensive. I go in the supermarket and everything looks kind of clean. The vegetables look kind of clean, and yeah, it's not that expensive. Like Japan's not that expensive. Like I mean, I guess it can be, but it doesn't. You can definitely live pretty cheap here, and it's pretty cool. I guess I'm under some serious power lines there. I wonder how that affects their vegetables. Anything else to say? Not really at the moment. I guess that's it.
Yes, so insider.